into the 6 billion Kenya shillings paid by the former administration to buy Telkom company shares. And as Shada Kareria now reports, the committee interrogated the management of Anjara Wala law firm and other companies. The committee was interested to know how the former regime entered into a deal days to the last year's general elections.
For the fourth time, the National Assembly Joint Committee continued to dig deeper into Telkom company's share worth 6 billion Kenyan shillings, alleged to have been sold to the government by the previous administration.
I meet the former cabinet secretary, Mr. Okuliata, about this transaction. And did you act for Telkom, or did you just act on behalf of Jamhuri? Is that we have represented Helios for some 15 years. Jamhuri as an entity was, if I recall correctly, formed specifically for this transaction.
Appearing before the committee, Anjawala and Kana Advocate, a company that is linked to the scandal, defended itself, telling the committee that the transaction followed all the legal procedures.
There's a confirmation from Jamhuri and from the government of Kenya that each of them was independently legally advised.
The committee was keen to understand how possible was the deal signed with only few days to the August 2022 general election.
6 billion is not 2 shillings. The government has paid somebody they have never seen. You claim you have seen him. You claim you cannot take the documents to him.
This transaction, especially once we signed the deed of variation, was going to be completed, I believe, after the election and before the result, broadly speaking. Am I right? 12th of August? Around the second week of August was the timing. Of course I was aware of that. We're all Kenyans. Right? But what I'm trying to say is like asking my parents, why was I born on the 6th of April?
The other company that was investigated was the Adili company, which told the committee that its businesses with Jamhuri Holding Company, a company that owns Telkom Company, was transparent.
So on the question, and then I think the question has been raised by many members, several members, why government did not participate in the MIBO, in the decision making around creating the shares. I would say that we were not involved in those negotiations.
John Ngumi, the advisor for Jamhuri Holding Company, was also required by the committee to explain the entire process that led to the payment of 6 billion Kenyan shillings to the company by the previous regime.
I was paid that money because I am the best in the business. I was paid that money because I had already helped Helios revive a company that had been on its deathbed called the Wananchi.
This comes as the Telkom company is at the risk of losing its operation license next year due to the high unpaid debts. This is according to the Communication Authority of Kenya. Shada Kareria, Look Up TV.